Think of a sporting event in the last 40 or 50 years that you really wish you could have gone to. Imagine if I could take you back in time and sell you a ticket. The biggest challenge with Rematch is describing what it actually is, because it's pretty unique.
We've been looking for a concept that we think would surprise our fans. We were able to bring what was effectively a very iconic moment, not just for Wimbledon, but in global sport, to life in this completely unique, really interesting way.
What's really exciting about this concept is that nothing like this has been done before.
Wimbledon had the vision to understand what I was talking about and immediately grab hold of it.
We've spent quite a bit of time thinking about how could you really recreate Wimbledon in a way that is more authentic than trophy tours or exhibitions.
We're ultimately a 2-week event. Rematch allows us to talk to Wimbledon fans, to tennis fans, to sports fans at other time in the year.
When you walk through the portal and you go into the experience, it's really like a little world in itself. It's a mix of festival, theatrics, immersion.
Just pure entertainment, and a lot of it's interactive.
Get to know the players and understand the great moments. It's like watching an old film, your favorite films, again for the second and third times with your kids.
People inside Wimbledon have the vision and are bold enough to be able to try something new.
When it really started to become real was looking at the set design and how we could take those elements of Wimbledon that we know and love, that we've seen in photos, and bring them to life in a sort of studio warehouse environment.
It's not a linear experience. You come to the show and you experience different parts of it. You walk around, you explore, you discover. There's food, drink. It's really the blending of lots of different things.
So much more than the immersive theatre production. It's actually everything that goes around it as well.
The idea of actually picking a Wimbledon from the past and not just using film, but actually using people to help recreate it, not just the tennis, but all the other bits that go with it. We actually were presented with a way to make that vision real and true. It seemed to make perfect sense.
The two main actors do an incredible job because they're dancers, they're actually highly accomplished tennis players as well, creating the real essence of both Borg and McEnroe.
They had to learn, step by step, great chunks of the match. The way each of them walked, the way they moved, the moods they were in, the way they scratched their head. Every little detail was there to persuade the audience of the authenticity of the show we were making. My job was to find a story that an audience would follow within the match itself. And I think it's really important that I understand the mechanics of the sport, but also understand the passion.
There was 3D projection, there was a major lighting plan, a whole original score.
So it's the 94th Wimbledon men's singles final.
That score starts off with actual tennis hits that I took from the real commentary. I lifted out different serves and made a beat from them and built the whole score off of that. So it's literally building Wimbledon from the tennis hits upwards. I treated the commentary like a lead singer and tried to support it with all the music.
Every single piece had to work in sync.
This is a great way of reliving those moments for people who perhaps weren't even born then.
Nobody else is using the passion and the power of sport to bring people together for a theatrical shared experience.
Proudest moment was the reaction at the end of the night when everyone had finally, I think, realised what it was that they were there to see.
My 6-year-old daughter came to the show. As we filed out back into the festival, she was in tears. And I asked her what was wrong, and she said that she'd wanted McEnroe to win the match. And that just showed the power of the story and the power of the event.
Rematch is a time machine. It takes you back to incredible sporting moments and it helps you experience them for the first time.
Wimbledon Rematch 1980, in one word, community.
Eccentric.
Powerful.
Fun.
Drama.
I'm going to describe Rematch in 2 words: innovative and exciting.